We've got 24 hours in Nairobi before safari, and we're using it to do what we do best. Get to know a city through its history and, of course, its drinks. One day, one capital city, and a lot to explore. Let's get tipsy, y'all.
Good morning. We're off to grab a quick bite to eat. We're going to go head out on a tour.
For this overview, we're focusing on the moments that stood out most to us, even though there were plenty of places we walked through that didn't make it on camera. We started our walking tour right near the Kenya National Archives. It was more of a meeting point, but it felt like the right place to begin, surrounded by layers of history before stepping straight into the energy of downtown Nairobi. And downtown Nairobi is exactly what you'd expect. Lively, chaotic, loud, and full of movement. There's traffic, music, people moving in every direction, and just this constant buzz. One of the most unexpected things we experienced here was what our guide called a mobile disco. It's basically a small bus that's been completely transformed on the inside. TVs, speakers, heavy bass, and music videos playing at full volume. Still public transportation, but absolutely a party on wheels. Then we crossed into uptown Nairobi and stopped at the August 7th Memorial Park, a quiet, reflective space built on the site of the former U.S. embassy that was attacked in 1998. From there, we walked towards one of Nairobi's most recognizable landmarks, the Kenyatta International Convention Center. And this was the only place we actually went inside during our tour. Commissioned in the 1970s by Kenya's first president, it was designed to put Nairobi on the global stage. Heading up to the rooftop gave us some of the best views in the city and really helped us visualize how everything fit together below.
We are at the top of the convention center right now, which is an option for the tour, and it is a full 360 helicopter pad up here, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
After the KICC, we continued on foot past City Hall Way, where the governor of Nairobi's offices are located. This area feels very official, and it is prohibited to take any photos or videos of government buildings, so instead we grabbed some footage from the top of the KICC. Next, we stopped at the Cathedral Basilica of the Holy Family, the largest Catholic church in Nairobi. We ended near the city market, a longtime hub where residents come for fresh food, meats, and daily essentials. One thing we really appreciated about doing this was the honesty around safety. Our guide was very upfront that phone snatching can be an issue in certain areas, so he encouraged us to limit how often we pulled our phones out. Before we even started, he casually scanned the group for jewelry and asked a few people to remove necklaces that were easy targets and could draw unwanted attention. We also had two guides the entire time, one leading and one following behind, so we stayed between them throughout the walk. It felt intentional and reassuring, especially in such a busy urban environment. And honestly, our biggest takeaway was that Nairobi isn't inherently more dangerous than other major cities around the world. It's about awareness, knowing where you are, and being smart. We chose a walking tour specifically so we could experience the city on foot, learn the history, and understand how it all fits together, but with locals who really know the city. If you're looking for an easy way to explore downtown Nairobi with a local guide, we'll drop the Viator link in the description. It ended up being one of the best ways to ease into the city, and Nairobi felt a lot less intimidating as a result.
Tour is over. It was really, really great. We learned just so much, and we highly recommend it. So to get around, we are using Uber and Bolt. We were told that it is a little bit safer than a taxi, so that's what we've been doing, which is also great because it's obviously cashless, so it's helping out a lot. And we are heading to lunch now. The tour was about 3 hours, and we are both very hungry.
Past lunchtime.
So lucky for us, we found a beer hall.
254 Beer District shines a spotlight on Kenya's growing craft beer scene. Instead of sticking to some of the mainstream lagers, this is a place to explore locally brewed styles and learn how the country's beer culture is evolving. The space feels relaxed and community-driven, making it easy to linger and sample more than just one pour. And it's a great stop if you're curious about Kenyan beer beyond just the typical mainstream Tusker.
I got the Niaje, which is a classic Kenyan lager. The little 4.5% here. I approve. This is a perfect porch pounder. It is light. It is delicious. This is going to go down very easily. I already can tell.
And I got the Sand Trap, which is one of the best beers in Africa, they say. I think it's actually the #1 rated IPA in all of Africa, which is saying something. So it's actually very good. It is kind of very bitter like the American IPA. Perfect for a hot day like today.
So the menu here is pretty diverse. They have breakfast that is served until 6, as well as different bar foods and sandwiches, burgers. I went with a grilled chicken burrito. We'll see how it turns out. I'm excited. Chris decided to go throw back to when we were in London and do a toasty. And because we're trying to be health conscious in 2026, we also are going to be starting with some fried mac and cheese balls. These are awesome. They are the gooey mac and cheese, and they're super cheesy, and the outside's crispy. 10 out of 10 in my books. Lunch was awesome. We are now grabbing a Uber to go to a grocery store so we can stock up on some snacks for the safari tomorrow, and then we're gonna head back out for another drink. Success! We got a handful of just little snacks, some local snacks, as well as some beer. So the important stuff. The Alchemist is one of Nairobi's most recognizable social spots. Part bar, part music venue, part creative hub. Come here if you want to experience nightlife that's more about atmosphere than a particular drink. They serve a range of cocktails, and while they might not have dawa specifically, their bartenders often mix local favorites, and you get great energy and a local vibe.
I got a dawa. Now, dawa is Kenya's unofficial national cocktail, and dawa means medicine in Swahili, but this isn't a tonic. The typical ingredients in a dawa are vodka, fresh lime, and local honey. It was invented in Nairobi back in the 1980s, and it's become widely popular across Kenya. And today it remains a cultural staple, so we decided to try it. Now, as Sam said, it is not necessarily listed on the menu here at the Alchemist, but because it is kind of the unofficial national cocktail of Kenya, you can pretty much go up to any bar here in Nairobi, ask for a dawa, and they will be able to make it. I've had a few sips of mine. It's very refreshing. Kind of reminds me of a vodka gimlet, almost similar ingredients. A little bit sweeter though because of the honey. It's not the simple syrup. Very, very good. And for this hot day, it's perfect.
I decided to go with Tusker, which is a classic Kenyan beer. It's light, it's golden, and literally it's everywhere you go when you go to bars and restaurants. Its roots go all the way back to 1922 when Kenyan breweries launched it, and it's so iconic that its slogan, Bia Yangu Nichi Yangu, means my beer, my country. While there are different types, I went ahead with the classic. I do have to say it's pretty warm out and I'm enjoying it. So it's kind of a weird hour to be here. It's like 4:30 and it's a Sunday. Not very busy, as you can see. This is really nice. I could imagine this place gets fairly rowdy at night. All right, we are going to head home to get cleaned up for dinner. We are all cleaned up and pretty again. We took a little siesta. We showered and smell better. And we are heading out to grab dinner. Nairobi Street Kitchen brings together multiple kitchens, bars, and social spaces into one buzzing outdoor setting. The food ranges from Kenyan-inspired dishes to global street food, making it easy for groups with different tastes. You know, we cannot resist a good food hall, and this is a great all-in-one stop if you want drinks, food, and an atmosphere without having to hop around. This place is a vibe. The DJ that is here is playing all of the music that we love. It's a vibe. I'm very happy. So I went to Buttered Buns, which is a burger and like fried chicken sandwich place. Just took my first bite. Y'all, I love burgers. Like I really, really love burgers. And this one is great. The fries are perfect. And with this beer, it is awesome. You know, it's the same beer we had earlier today, that Kenyan lager, the Niaje. And it is just so good. It's drinkable. It's a porch pounder and it is pairing perfectly with this burger. Chris went to get his food. He went totally different. He went Thai, and then he got one of his favorite dishes, khao soi. I know he's pumped. He hasn't had it in a while, so I'm sure he's excited. All right, he is back with his khao soi.
Khao soi is literally one of my favorite foods of all time. I'm just saying something since I live in Bologna, but I'm excited to see the Kenyan take on khao soi. I'm gonna let this cool a minute. It is very hot. I was the first order tonight. Khao soi is a Thai dish, a northern Thai dish. We first found it in Chiang Mai when we went there back in, 2016, I think. It's a curry. It's on very few Thai menus that you could find. Whenever I see it, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get it. So I just had a few first bites. Very, very good. Extremely impressed for a Kenyan Thai dish. It's a favorite for a reason, guys.
It's just a really great stop to add to this itinerary, and I absolutely love that we are ending our night here.
24 hours in Nairobi was not nearly enough time, but it did let us get a taste for this underrated and vibrant city. From here, we are heading west to experience our first safari, and trust us, this is where things get wild. If you want to see how that trip unfolds, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers, y'all.